Finally, after waiting a long while here we are once again in Venice. We are ready to leave our hotel to begin an extraordinary journey in the film world, which offers us great suggestions by the 65th International Film Festival in Venice. We are on the terrace of the Westin Excelsior Hotel, one of the historical places of the festival. This is where the most prestigious international and national actors and directors stay during the festival. There are different stands which house the moments of Lancia Café. Then there is the Rai One stand, and there is also one that overlooks the beautiful hotel pool, where the most important actors from the main films in competition are interviewed. We are on the terrace of Excelsior with one of the greatest Italian directors of our time, Lina Wertmüller, who is a guest of a very significant department of the festival. This ghost Italian cinema found again. The first thing I wanted to ask you is what do you think of this project in recovering these important films? I think it is excellent. It's something sacred that they should always do more and more. In your films, the titles are written in a sort of a baroque way. Why did you like the title so enjoyable long? But it was also a game with the spectators. I hoped that they wouldn't remember. They were confused and I enjoyed myself. Certainly, you have new projects in the pipelines. Do you want to disclose anything? I can tell you that the title is provocative, Mannaggia la miseria, Damn la misery. And it's a movie dedicated to a great character of our time, Mohamed Yunus, the inventor of the Bank of the Poor, a great financier who dreams of a world without poor people. Naturally, it's an adventure. Hypothesized by three younger boys from Naples who would like to apply the theories of the Bank of the Poor in Naples. I can't say more. What is cinema? A great part of my life. I would watch 5 films a day and I would make more. What more can I say? Just a few minutes ago, we met Tinto Brass here at the Excelsior. We couldn't but stop him and ask him a few questions. What is your opinion about the festival this year? Disappointing. It's a refrain that repeats itself every year. I think that the period in which festivals were thought of like a lunch at the embassy is over. The atmosphere in these halls are increasingly dilapidated, with fewer people and so on. It reminds me of the atmosphere there was in Venice in the late 50s, when they closed the brothels. It was the end of an age, and this is the end of an age. If you are going to organize a festival, you have to do it differently, as they do it here at the off-circuit, full of young, lively people, as they do abroad in Segovia, Montpellier, in Belgium, in Larissa, in Greece, and so on. They are more informal and less rhetorical. Let's take advantage of some free time we have between interviews and the first releases to do the master ride on the gondola and to show you this beautiful city, its charm and myth. We are here with Mimo Calopresti for his film The German Factory. How did you come up with this idea? Something tragic was happening in Turin. There were some poor guys who died in the factory where they worked every day. So for me it was wholly right and natural to tell about these lives there. A question that we are asking everyone, apparently a bit corny, what is cinema for Mimo Calopresti? Well, at this point it has become my life. It is my way to tell and to express. I realize more and more that it is the best place to tell about the life that is around us. There are 21 films nominated and 20 could easily be born. And with this statement, we can start with the interview with Gregorio Napoli, film critic and also a fixed guest for the duration of the festival for the Rai 1 stand at the Excelsior, dedicated to the show Rai cinematographer directed by Marzullo. Let's begin with the film at opening of the festival that made such a riot for Brad Pitt and George Clooney's performance, the film by the Coen brothers, Born After Reading. The Coen brothers are enjoying themselves, but let's deal with a very important theme, the influence that spying has on the liberty of the individual. Therefore, it's a comedy to think about. Let's move on to The Burning Plane, a film by Guillermo Arriaga, with Charlize Theron and Kim Basinger. The translation is A Plane in Flames. It's the terrible story of a girl who, for one tragic error, she sets her mother on fire. And based on this, a dramatic develops about the Midwest, followed by a great narrative pulse. Arriaga is a great director. Let's move on to an Italian film, Il Papà di Giovanna. I have a weak spot for Pupi Avati. I have been following him for 40 years. Il Papà di Giovanna has a great value to point out. A period of crime, fascism. But he does it through a father who doesn't know how to speak to his daughter through the story of a murderer. We have also seen Rachel is Getting Married by Jonathan Demme with Anne Hathaway. Demme inspires himself to Robert Altman. It is, without a doubt, a very beautiful film. Demme's career, who is a considerable filmmaker, immediately comes out after Philadelphia, the film about acquired immunodeficiency in middle-class America, with one choice and one anthology of exemplary characters. Today, we were able to see Gabla, a great film by Tariq Teguia. Yes, he is a teacher of Algerian history, of cinema and fine arts in Algeria. It is a very interesting film during the first part, studying the landscapes, and in the second part, the study of democracy, that is developing in Algeria with some contradictions, as it always in political facts. It's an exemplary dialogue on the country and its institutions. And with Tariq Teguia, we are able to have a brief interview. Let's watch a piece. Where did you get the idea for the scenery for your film? After going around Algeria, I decided to deepen my knowledge about the culture of my country and to go outside the city towards the island, which most people know nothing about. This year, after a lot of time, Adriano Celentano has arrived. What is your opinion about Adriano Celentano? As a film actor, you need to look at him very carefully, because Yuppidoo is a great film. Geppo il Folle, which no one talks about anymore, is also a great film. They were filmed 30, 40 years ago, but I don't agree with the event that Celentano overputs after festival. The two things are distinct. That is, the clamour that everyone makes over one who everyone is a fan of, has nothing to do with the history of the cinema. We ask ourselves, where is the seventh art? What awaits us in the future? What technology will we use? All of this isn't put down as a drama for Celentano. However, I didn't go to the news conference. I'll stop here. It's 2:49 p.m. and in 1 minute the myth Moleggiato, who hasn't come to the festival in 30 years, will enter the conference. We are talking about Adriano Celentano.
Stiamo parlando di Adriano Celentano in conferenza.
Noi crediamo moltissimo al cinema che viene reinventato da chi
We really believe in cinema that is invented by people who practice it, maybe not even full-time, and who possibly can look at it with new eyes. That is what UPDU represents for us.
Un altro grande amore che secondo me si compensano, perché quando canto un pochino recito, no? E viceversa, invece quando recito canto un po'. Quindi credo che si compensano questi due generi. Venezia per me è diciamo che è la mia amante, perché la moglie ce l'ho già.
To finish off, in front of the Cinema Palace, we admire the symbol of this year's festival. From a white wall, 3 lions come out, that one after another indicates the direction towards the future. Goodbye, see you next year.